Welcome. Today, we're exploring one of the most important concepts in statistics and critical thinking. The idea that a relationship between two things does not mean that one causes the other. First, let's define correlation. It's a way of describing a relationship between two variables. When one changes, the other also tends to change in a predictable way. This is also called an association. For example, as variable A increases, variable B also tends to increase. They are connected, but we don't know why. Causation, on the other hand, is much more specific. It means that a change in one variable is directly responsible for a change in another. There is a clear cause-and effect link. If you perform action A, it will result in outcome B. This brings us to the central rule of our discussion. Just because two things appear to be related, you cannot automatically assume that one is the cause of the other. An association is not proof of causation. Let's look at a famous example. If you plot data for ice cream sales and crime rates, you might find a strong positive correlation. As the sales of ice cream go up, the number of crimes committed also goes up. The two seem to be perfectly in sync. But does eating ice cream make people commit crimes? Of course not. There is a third factor, often called a lurking or confounding variable, that is influencing both. In this case, that variable is hot weather. When the temperature rises, more people buy ice cream, and more people are also out and about, leading to more opportunities for crime. Here is another scenario. Data shows that the more firefighters respond to a fire, the more damage the fire causes. It seems like a strange correlation. Are the firefighters somehow making the fire worse? Again, the answer is no. The confounding factor here is the size or intensity of the fire. A larger, more dangerous fire both causes more damage and requires more firefighters to be sent to the scene. The firefighters aren't causing the damage. The scale of the fire is the true cause affecting both variables. Our brains are naturally built to find patterns, which is a useful skill. However, it can lead us to see connections that aren't really there. We might also fall for confirmation bias, where we look for evidence that supports what we already believe. And sometimes, things are linked by nothing more than pure coincidence. So, how do scientists and researchers prove causation? They rely on rigorous methods. This often involves controlled experiments where they can isolate a single variable to test its effect. They also work hard to identify and rule out any other factors that could be influencing the outcome. A single study is rarely enough. The results must be repeatable. Let's review what we've learned. Correlation is just an association between two variables. Causation is a direct, proven link. Always be on the lookout for lurking variables that might be the real cause of a correlation. And most importantly, never forget the golden rule: correlation does not imply causation. From now on, when you see a news headline or a study that claims a link between two things, take a moment to think critically. Ask yourself if it's just a correlation or if there is solid proof of causation. Making this distinction is essential for accurately understanding the world around us. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.